How do you get the tar nice and sticky? You heat it up. Well,
The frick I just come back to?
the idea that the animals would savagely attack the unfortunate man in their panic as they all sank down to their watery deaths. No word on if the animals were convicted of anything.
Tie limbs to horses, and all the horses will run the opposite way. Evil punishments designed to be worse, not worst, worse than death. Check it out. Watch a twerking comp. What do you think we are? You think we're on kick? We're not on
Although
kick.
crossing the line could...
Speaking on kick, should we go to kick? I look you might move to kick for like half on Twitch, half on kick. I mean, nah. If you go on kick, we can watch movies. We can do anything. We can do anything on there. That's so much better. And guess what? I get paid more. So guess what? I'm putting more ads. Yeah.
mean anything from murder to just annoying the king. However, in many places, the death penalty isn't the worst thing that the courts have to offer.
What?
Here are 15 of the evil punishments
15?
worse than death administered throughout history. Number 15, flaying.
Bro, can we just talk about back in slavery days when they would literally tie limbs to horses and all the horses will run the opposite way and the limbs will rip off. Yeah, bro. And we're the crazy one? We're the bad ones? You guys were, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Like, how do you even think about that? Like, it was like, they were really like sitting there plotting, cooking up, like, we need the most vile way to destroy these blacks. Horses and rope. Other than the rope off the trees and everything, and other than I'm not going to get into
Let's turn the clock back to ancient Assyria, roughly 850 BCE. The ruler Ashur-nasir-pal II was known for his brutal treatment of captives and rebel leaders. But one method created a special dread for victims. Using a special set of knives, the torturers would slowly remove the unfortunate victim's skin. And this was something they practiced a lot. They not only knew how to remove the skin smoothly, but how to keep the victim alive for as long as possible. To ensure this, they'd start the cutting at the lower legs, thighs, and the buttocks.
You get skinned alive? Skinned alive?
All areas without proximity to vital organs, making it more likely the victim would remain in agonizing pain for longer without bleeding out. This was a highly effective form of torture, and if the torturers wanted information, they were likely to get it quickly. A victim who gave their captives what they wanted could survive the beginning stages of flaying, but the risk of infection would be high.
Duh! You got no skin on your skin!
But for most, it was a prolonged and terrible execution. So how long could someone survive a flaying? The combination of blood loss, infections, shock from extreme pain, and hypothermia from exposure to the elements without the protection of your skin means most people could survive few days at the most after being flayed. The skilled Assyrian torturers knew.
Imagine you walk out your house and you see someone just with no skin just walking around. Like, these look like titans. No, buddy.
Knew how to remove the skin smoothly, often keeping it in one piece for it to be displayed as a horrible flag of warning. They were clearly proud of their skill, and torture is immortalized in many of their art pieces from the era. And while the Assyrians eventually passed into history, the method became less common but did not die out. It was a common method of torturing religious heretics in empires for more than 1,000 years. And while using it on a human today would be frowned upon, it's still a common skill for hunters who want to keep an animal's pelt intact for use. But that's nothing compared to what the Persians came up with.
Oh gosh,
Number
what are we
14,
talking about now? The boats. Okay, let's try to guess what this one is. The boats. What could they do with the boats to torture someone? I'm thinking throw someone overboard. No, that's not gonna do anything though. Maybe throw someone overboard with an anchor to their foot so like they drown. Or that's the only thing I can think of. And the only other thing I can think of is like on some anchor tie them, boats full of snakes, strapped underneath the boat. See, the only thing I'm thinking of is like, but it's not gonna work back in the day because it's back in the day. It didn't have electricity and stuff like that, or did that? Anyways, freaking like motorboats. Then we have the blade, like you throw someone under there and then like just rips them up, or burn the boat with you tied with you on board. Throw them overboard. Let's see.
The boats. Flaying usually kills people after a short period of intense torture, but other methods keep the pain going for a lot longer.
No, but this is torture. Like, you're supposed to stay alive, so how are they gonna... Oh.
When a soldier named Mithridates murdered the brother of the king wanted him to suffer. Sure, the king's brother had been attempting a coup, but it didn't matter. He ordered the soldier to be taken to the boats. This wasn't exile. It was something much worse. The condemned could be taken to a pair of boats, with one lying on top of the other. Holes would then be cut in the boat for the victim's head, hands, and feet. So he would be trapped inside. But then the real torture begins, and it starts with dessert? The condemned man is force-fed a mixture of milk and honey, pumping him full of the sweet mixture until he's nearly to the point of nausea, and left in the sun with the sticky substance drying all over his face and body. And from there, nature takes its course. The sweet mixture starts attracting insects.
Oh, what? How do you think of this? How do you think of this? How do you think of this? It was like, yeah, it's like make them sticky and succulent, and let nature do its thing. Start getting freaking eaten alive by rats,
who land on the man's body and begin sucking it off of him, creating a constant feeling of irritation. Joining the flies will be bees and wasps, which will be painfully stinging him. And inside the boat, the man's bloated body will release excrement, which will attract worms and other vermin. Inside the darkened boat, they'll start biting at his body and eventually burrowing in, leading him to die a slow, painful death.
Irish viewer, hey, sucking what now? I don't know. Hey,
From
humans are evil, bro. Yes. If you want to know what the problem is, us. Well, not us, but certain people. Certain people are the problems. See, if everyone just like loved each other and like, you know what I'm saying? If everyone was just, you know, it's a big happy family. If everyone just locked in, we'll be good. But no. Golly, bro. Frick. That's why I stay to myself. This is why I stay in my room. People are weird. Aliens are friendly, bro. I'd rather be with aliens. I swear, bro. Cause like they try to make aliens look like all scary and stuff. Bro, what if aliens come down and they're like they over here more chill than they're over here more chill than your neighbor. I'm going up with them.
His body being consumed by vermin. This technique seems to
I'll
have only
clap
been used
them
in
aliens. Okay, see. You are no you. See, sometimes you just can't. I don't think aliens know anything about like penises and stuff. Like, bro, if you get next to an alien, and you pull out your dingaling, it's probably gonna like cut it off or something. Not gonna lie, it's gonna get scared, and then he's gonna eviscerate you with like their laser eyes or like their semen blood. That's not what I meant to say.
Persia, although it horrified the Greco-Roman historian Plutarch so much that he made a special mention of it in his biography of the sadist king who invented it. Was this just one madman's creation, or was this a common fate for criminals?
Bro, I meant to say. No. I meant to. Hey, bro. Hey. I meant to say the you know what I'm talking about? Like not radioactive. No, stop saying semen blood. I ain't mean it like that. Like, oh my gosh, freaking like acid spit, or you know how you could spit. I thought it would be burning, like stuff like that. But I said semen blood. I don't know why, like, because we're talking about dingalings and yeah. Okay.
Criminals and traitors in Persia.
I'm just not going to explain myself ever again.
Persia. The answer.
Yeah, I said what I said. Semen blood.
It wasn't the only time animals were used to bring death. Number 13. Poena Koulé.
What the
Roman law was one of the most advanced systems of law the world had ever seen at the time.
Who let
and
him
that also
cook?
meant the judges could get a little more creative. When a judge had a suspect in front of him who had been convicted of killing his father, he decided he deserved more than just a simple execution. And there would have been some surprising supporting characters in the mix.
Okay.
First, the convict would have
he
been
killed someone. I mean, but it's like, Frank, now this is a touchy. So like, cause like even I've been thinking about this. It's like, Frank, bro, is death penalty, is killing someone even like a good option? No, because I really think like killing someone is like they're getting the easy way out. Killing someone for killing someone is like, yeah, but again, it's like they're getting the easy way out. Like they're gonna be gone, you know. So it's like, would you rather? I think I'd rather have them like, you know, I don't know, just like, you know, time out for the rest of your life. You have to sit in insanity and you slowly go insane on yourself. I feel like that's worse than like killing you, because once you're dead, like, you know, they're dead, like, you know. But still, bro, jail for a reason. That's kind of crazy. Yo, Law, will you be back home by next Wednesday? I think that's when I'm finna start streaming. Yeah, I'm gonna be back home on Monday. Yeah, Monday. Yeah. You see, Last of Us. You gonna try to join the Outlast 2? You gotta join the Outlast 2, bro. You have life sentence equals death in jail. Vlog, bro. Do you not see the camera? Yeah, hiccups. Huh? What happened? Huh? What? Oh, you don't want to play Last of Us?
severely whipped, and his head would have been covered in a sack, at which point he would have been sewn up into a large leather sack. But he wouldn't be the only one in the sack. He would be joined by a collection of live animals, none of them friendly, at which point the whole collection would be thrown into the water to drown, with the idea that the animals would savagely attack the unfortunate man in their panic as they all sank down to their watery deaths. No word on if the animals were convicted of anything. But what animals were chosen for this terrible ritual? This varies, but one thing that seems consistent is that they were all capable of causing pain. One common choice was a rooster, whose beak and talons were capable of dealing out a lot of damage quickly. Also common was a venomous snake, who's more likely to bite than
a dog.
Not even a man's best friend.
What the dog doing?
Friend was safe. A wild dog was a common addition. The fourth varies, but several reports point to a monkey being included, which might seem like an odd choice unless you've been attacked by them and seen how quickly they bite and claw. One thing is for sure.
What the hell is that chicken gonna do? Everybody's gonna peck at you with their beak. Yeah. Why are we so creative when it's talking about killing each other, right? Come on, that's a real question. Like, why can't we be creative in building each other up and, you know, ending world hunger and stuff like that? Like the good stuff.
This wasn't a role any of them were auditioning for.
Bro, can we make Mr. Beast president? Can we just make Mr. Beast president? Because I feel like he will actually do something. He will actually do something. Oh, by the way, guys. I was informed that TikTok ban, you know how like they're trying to ban TikTok? It's not just trying to ban TikTok. They're trying to take over, okay? Like basically, I can't go into all the details cuz like just look it up. But the TikTok ban is pretty much like they're using it as to they're using that as a way to get people to be like, okay, they don't really care. But the real stuff behind it, no, bro. They're like over here trying to access all your information. Like you can't even use VPNs. You will get fined like they said like you'll get 20 years in prison if you use a VPN to like access information by using a VPN. Like they're trying to limit everything and access everything. So, you know, hey, I don't even want them to ban TikTok because like that's stupid. But like what they're trying to do is way more than ban TikTok. I'm just letting you know because like bro, a lot of people don't know this. I had to spread some information.
While this was mostly a Roman invention, it's reported that it was revived to a certain extent in medieval Germany. There, only a cat and a dog were used, and they fought like, well, you know.
Does TikTok need Wi-Fi to work?
Unlike other forms of execution, this one wasn't about prolonging the torture of the victim. It was simply about making those last few minutes before drowning as horrible as possible. But no Roman execution method was more infamous than this one. Number 12. Crucifixion.
Number 12.
It's one of the most
Burger King foot lettuce. Is that 12 or 15? I forget the meme.
Famous images in religious history, the Christian Messiah Jesus being nailed to a cross for angering the Roman authorities. But while it's mostly associated with religious martyrdom now, it was a common Roman execution method. So common that religious texts refer to thieves and other criminals sentenced for hanging alongside Jesus. And whether you were a rebel, rabbi, or a common thief, there were few worse ways to die. It served not just as a slow death, but as a warning.
Only way I'm doing LS2 if we're in VC chatting the whole time. No. See, bro, no. You have to be a big boy, put your big boy pants on, and we're gonna be on VC. We're just not talking
to others. The crosses were placed in a public square, and the condemned were frequently jeered and tormented by onlookers as they died a slow death.
Crazy.
But unlike many of the other methods in the list, crucifixion didn't deal a fatal injury. It just set them up to die from other factors like blood loss and asphyxiation. And the torture started early. The ritual would start with the condemned being forced to bear the heavy wooden cross on their back, often while being whipped. After the cross was placed, they would be nailed to it.
Imagine putting a rat with rabies down someone's throat as a punishment. And if that dude just like eats you out from the inside. What you been thinking about on your free time? British KFC meal is the craziest torture. What? Oh my God.
Wrists and hung from it. Sometimes the feet would be nailed as well, although evidence isn't consistent. With their arms splayed out to the side, they would be left to hang for anywhere from hours to days.
You're telling me they didn't have no feet support?
The typical cause of death would be trouble breathing due to the pressure on the lungs. However, elements like heart failure, dehydration, or infection from the wounds inflicted by the crucifixion and whippings can also spell the end of the conflict. However long they lasted, it would be an agonizing end. But because this execution method isn't immediately fatal and due to its religious association, today a small group of zealots chose to have themselves temporarily crucified as a penance ritual. At least
y'all is dumb. Y'all are dumb, bro. The frick, that's not gonna do nothing for you. You just killed yourself. It's like, ooh, suicide. That's gonna work. I'm gonna get to heaven. Suicide. That's not gonna work, buddy.
Its ancient history as a punishment, right? Not quite. It was used in places like Japan and Burma as late as the 1800s.
I thought
some isolated reports of it being used to torture prisoners of war during World War II. It wasn't the only method that stood the test of time. Number 11, immurement. Sometimes the most horrible
immurement thing
to do to someone is to do nothing. One of the most ancient methods of torture was to take a convict and wall them in alive somewhere and then just walk away. Out of sight, out of mind for those dealing out the punishment. But for the condemned, they're left alone, in the dark, with nothing but their mind to keep them company as they slowly die a painful death due to either dehydration or asphyxiation, depending on how much air there is in the confined space.
Now that is terrifying. That's terrifying. Like, I like being alone, but like, how much alone can I take? If that makes sense. Like say if there was no door on my room or on my wall, in my room. There's no door and I was just stuck in this room. I will be pretty chilling, but I don't know how long I'll be chilling for. So imagine you have food, water, you can poop and everything. You can poop, pee, but you just had to stay in a room. If I had nothing to do, okay. But like if I have my phone, like, bro, you know, I'll be chilling. I'll FaceTime. What? And a shorty twice a week. I die. Dream life.
If the condemned is buried alive in a coffin,
in a way to shower,
as has happened accidentally to people wrongly declared dead, they'll likely be dead within hours from a lack of air. But if they're kept in a larger space, it's likely to be fairly longer and more painful. While this was commonly used as a method of execution, it has also been used for human sex.
If the room had unlimited Wi-Fi and food and PC and phones and girls, I'm good. Hey, you got everything you need. I'm trying to reproduce.
Sacrifice. But one case was more famous than any other. The Vestal Virgins of Rome took a sacred oath to become
The what? The who?
Priestesses dedicated to the goddess Vesta. They had two main
Be dedicated to me, come on.
duties: to maintain the sacred fire and to maintain a vow of chastity and celibacy.
We can break that. Yeah, we can break that.
If they broke the latter, the punishment was dire. They would first be stripped of all their honors and ritually scourged. Their fellow virgins would dress them like a corpse, hold a mock funeral for them, and carry them to a small underground vault. There, they would be left in what looked like a small room, oddly containing a couch, lamp, and even some food. And an area where the vault was built would be filled up with dirt and buried. The horrible ritual was conducted around 10 times over the 1,000 years that the Vestal Virgins existed.
You just give your life away. For what? Like, I never understood cults. Like, I understand it because, like, you know, it's like the same, it's sort of the same thing as religion, right? But, like, you know, just more crazy. But it's like, what the frick? Why? Like, yeah, I'm gonna sign this after that. If I get some meat, I gotta be buried alive and die. And they did this for thousands of years. Why? You're bored. I don't care. End of the day, you're bored. People are just bored and want to make. Do you want to make Mr. Beast challenges in real life?
This continued as a form of punishment for thousands of years, but how severe it was depended on the circumstances.
Shorty died for a glizzy. hey, who trying to die? Who trying to die for my glizzy? Come on. Who trying to die for my glizzy? Come on. See, that's the definition of a ride or die. She gonna ride then die. Come on.
Hungarian Countess Elizabeth Bathory was immured within her own castle, but she was supplied with food and lived for 4 years in her palace tomb. Now let's get into the Middle Ages, which were called the Dark Ages for a reason. Number 12, the breaking wheel. Europe loved its public executions.
Oh, is this the wheel that they spin and then the limbs come apart?
From murderers to heretics to common thieves facing their turn
Maybe.
at some point. But for those deemed
I need a yes or no.
truly loathsome, a worse fate than the gallows awaited them. No one knows when the breaking wheel was first created, but the first references to the torture.
What the frick is that? Hold on. Off my screen. Hey, who just did that? I don't know how to say her name. I'm just gonna call you Riz. I'm calling you Riz. Yo, Riz with the sub. I appreciate you. Woo.
Device can be found in literature from the 6th century. The condemned would be taken to a public stage and tied to the floor, at which point the giant spoked wheel would be rolled in. The goal.
Frick, what happened to the chat? The chat's like in the middle of the screen. What happened? Oh gosh. Why? Gifted subs. Bro, I appreciate you. You did not have to do it. My fault for the echo. Yo. Riz with the tier 1 gifted sub to Queen Lay. All right. Whoa. What's going on? You just get another sub? Wait, did it not pop up? What's happening? What's with all the sub giftings? What's with all the sub giftings? Are you good? How much bread you got? What you do for a living? Oh my gosh. Mr. Manir with the gifted to the community. Oh bro, y'all going crazy right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Stop. Hey, I'm used to stop. I'm used to stop. I'm used to stop. I'm used to stop. Hey, Rizzing. Chill out. I appreciate you. I love you. The kisses on your forehead. You too in there. Kisses on your forehead. You don't have to. Hey, you can calm down. You can calm down. You can calm down. You can calm down now. Let's get back to the video. Stripper, twerker now then. Take your clothes off. Okay, I should just clip my mouth. I gotta fix this though. Why is this in the way? Chat, get over it. Is this gonna mess up everything? Frick, it messed it up. Oh my gosh, I hate when it does this. Hold on, guys, I gotta fix it. You trying to see a 12-hour stream. Bro, if you do a 12-hour stream, hold on, bro, I gotta fix this because it's messed up. It's all messed up. How am I gonna do this? Chat, let's move chat. See if I move chat here, if I go to this screen, it's all the way over here. Why does it do that? Yo, so stupido. Let's copy this. So this should be like the copy it. Okay, do this, delete it. Let me delete it. Edit it again. There we go. I'm gonna get a guitar in April. Oh, okay. Well, you better play like what? In real life? My fault. L streamer. You can say L streamer. Bro, it was actually really bad for me. Like when I first started streaming, because I felt like if I wasn't like talking for like a split second, I feel like dang though, people are gonna be bored. But I have to realize like it's a stream. Like it has to be more natural. Cause like I'm so used to chaotic edits, and my brain is freaking fried that my brain, this is just the way I think. I just have something has to be entertaining at all times. Even with music, I feel like having like if I'm talking, I need to have music in the background because it's just more of a brain receptor to boost the neuron. Yep, you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, I think everything's good. You can keep your mouth shut and twerk, and that would be fine. A huge W.
The goal of this first stage of the execution was to exact extreme pain, starting with breaking the legs of the convict.
Jimmy Neutron, yep.
By dropping the wheel on their shins. Sometimes this would be followed up by killing the inmate by dropping the wheel on their neck, but this wasn't common because the public demanded more blood than that. In most cases, the poor convict was lifted up once their limbs had been broken and bound to the wheel in agonizing pain. Their broken...
We're playing Wheel of Fortune! Now, if we spin it hard enough, which body part will fly off first? A, the nuts. B, I don't know. See, bro, I need more sound effects. See, I was gonna do a whole bit, but I didn't have music, so I didn't feel like it was worth doing it. Locking in B. I didn't even say anything.
Limbs often let the authorities snake their arms and legs through the holes. The breaking wheel was then raised on a pole, and the inmate was either left to die, beheaded, or lit on fire. The body was often left up for display on the wheel as scavengers had their way, making this resemble crucifixion in many ways. However, there was always a way out. If the convict fell off the wheel...
The frick you just sending me? Yo. Wait, Mr. or hear me out. What are we hearing out? Wait, Mr. or Mrs. Riz? Wait, what is your pronoun so I don't, offend you? Yo, Manir, if I click this link and I get freaking what's it called? Hacked? Yeah. It's a nice guitar. You know how to play guitar or you have to learn it? Trojan WIP grabber. I'm that. Oh, okay. So like, you're black? Ooh, you're black. Ooh, kind of silent. Sorry, take your subs back. Actually, give me. Hey, I'm keeping them. You're black.
While still alive or survived the execution, they were deemed to be spared by God. Their injuries were treated. They were typically pardoned of their crimes and were in a...
Gotta help my black brothers out. Hey, I appreciate you, fam. Hey, I appreciate you. Hey, keep working.
Rare position of being one of the only people to survive one of the worst punishments in human history. The worst punishment often lasted a long time, but few were as disturbing as this one. Number 9, impalement. How disturbing does a punishment have to be for the man who...
Yo, that just reminded me. Don't ask why. But back in the day, Instagram, you could post anything. It was kind of like Twitter, how you could post like crazy videos. Bro, I remember seeing this video of this dude falling from the sky, and outside of like a Target or a Walmart, those poles will be on the ground. Dude literally fell through it, and the pole went through his body. It was some live leak type timing, bro.
Who inspired Dracula to go, yeah, I like that, I'm gonna make it my signature. Despite the association with the infamous Vlad Tepes, the Romanian leader didn't create the punishment of impalement. It had been used since ancient Mesopotamia as a way to punish particularly hated criminals. It was a simple method, but almost unspeakably brutal. A large, sharpened...
We got similar takes.
Stake is taken and inserted up the backside of the unfortunate convict and pushed forward until it emerges through the mouth.
Bro, I don't have the donation thing set up, but someone just donated me $7, first of all. $7 and asked, when's your next vid? Well, lucky for you. I need more sound effects. I need more like music sound effects for like hype stuff. I only have stuff like this. Anyway, next video is tonight. Tonight, 8 o'clock. Be there. Be square. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock tonight. Okay. The video was up for like 2 days. I was waiting for YouTube to review it. It got reviewed today. I made the thumbnail right before I went live. Video tonight. Let's go. Yup. Let's go. Yup. Yeah, man. Back to impalements. Almost through the booty.
Always causing fatal damage. They were supposed to serve as a message, as the stake was then raised and planted in the ground with the victim still attached to it. In the most brutal cases, fields of these victims were planted as a grim warning to anyone thinking of invading the territory. At least it'd be a swift death though, right?
Any clues on what it could be? I'm watching you. I'm always.
Maybe, maybe not. While poorly trained users would no doubt pierce the internal organs and lead to the person bleeding out in agonizing pain over a few hours, some more modern users figured out how to thread the stake effectively and follow the spine. This caused minimal damage and allowed the person to linger for days, with the
buddy
record
hole.
reportedly being
You say
8
buddy
days.
hole.
Wait, did you just say more modern users? Yep, this horrible tactic did not die with Vlad the Impaler.
Armageddon genocide
by the Ottoman Empire, most infamously during the Armenian genocide that began in 1915. There are also reports that it was used by the Dutch rulers of the East Indies during the colonial era. Vlad, no doubt, would be proud. This next technique might be the most infamous execution method of the Middle Ages.
Infamous? Does this one have the most clout or something?
The rack. Most of the punishments on this list are execution methods that get a little too ambitious with prolonging death. But punishment isn't the only goal of torture. Sometimes the torturers need some information, and the old guard was willing to get a lot more brutal than slapping people with a phone book.
I can slap with something else. I can slap with something else. That's my specialty. You know, like, you gotta slap it. Like,
enter the rack, a simple device that looks like an old-fashioned washboard. But this device wasn't used to clean clothes. It was used to create pain. The wooden frame featured a roller at both ends. The victim's hands were tied to the top end, while their legs were attached to the bottom end. As the interrogation advanced, the torturer slowly rolled the rack, extending the victim's arms and legs until they could give no more. And it only gets worse from there. Unlike the other methods, the rack doesn't deliver immediate fatal injury. Rather, it deals out slow-level pain that gets worse and worse as the ligaments, cartilage, and bones of the arms and legs are stretched beyond what they can handle. This can quickly break a person down as their shoulders and
I can't take it anymore. That's when you keep going.
Hips separate.
So I just end stream now or later, cause like I don't.
And their limbs are ruined. Even if one was able to escape the rack, it's unlikely they could walk after it did its work. This also kept the person immobile for future torture, such as using hot coals to burn them.
Bro, you got Caleb City. I need Caleb City sound effects. Ooh, bro, I got Caleb City ankles.
The rack was so feared that...
Hold on, guys. Hold on, YouTube. I have to read something, because, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, on Twitch, I be, like, talking to y'all. So, like, you know, forget the video for a second. I'm talking to the Twitch chat, you know? If you were here, you would understand. So, when you cut up the raw footage, do you mainly cut up the parts where you give... When you make size, give a reaction. live breakers. The live breakers is insane. 3 more hours. What do you mean 3 more hours? Basically, I just take out any part that's not necessary. You know, cause like, you know, I'm watching a show, so I can't have the whole show in it. So like the main parts of the show I keep in, and then, you know, my reactions. But I'm usually talking throughout the whole entire movie. Sometimes I don't keep in everything because it's not really like useful. Like it's not really useful story. I just try to keep like the main parts of the story. Any like stuff that's not super important, I don't. Copyright? Oh, copyright's a bit. Oh my gosh. I'll end. I didn't end yet. What do you mean? Your copyright's a bit, bro. Bathroom break. I'm not using a bathroom. You go use the bathroom. Friggin' copyright is annoying because they will literally copyright. Like usually I try to like have something, a change in a scene or like something change each 10 seconds. But sometimes they're like, no. Sometimes it's 8 seconds. So you have to change something every 8 seconds. But sometimes, which only happened to me once, I had to change something every 5 seconds. So I was going through like edits for a whole like 2-week process. 2-week process just to. And I got the video out. It just took so much blurring and all that stuff. And like the video that came out was basically 90% blur. But you know, it worked. It worked. I made it through. I made it through the copyright trials. Ari! Hey, how you doing? Hey. Last of Us game soon. I'm waiting, bro. I was gonna play the Last of Us game, but guess what? It's all buggy. I'm not about to rage. I'm not about to rage and play a buggy game. Ari the Mermaid. Everyone say hi to Ari. Everyone say hi to Ari right now. Right now. Hey, I'm not seeing no. Yo, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Everyone say hi to Ari. Yep. Okay. Now we're gonna get back to punishments. I'm not even talking about the good kind. Yep.
That sadistic interrogators would often use the rack on one person and force another to watch to try to break both of them down. The use of this device mostly died out in the 1600s, but it was reportedly revived in 18th century Russia. But it wasn't the most common method of torture in the Middle Ages. Number 7, auto de fe.
Why they got names for these?
The Spanish Inquisition was one of the most infamous affairs of religious persecution in the world, as the particularly brutal authorities built on the Roman Catholic Church's enforcement of laws. Opposing religion was largely banned. Converts were surveilled and interrogated to ensure they weren't keeping their old faiths, and anyone suspected of heresy was subjected to extreme torture under the authority of the infamous Takamata. And for those who confessed, an even worse fate awaited them. They would be subjected to a ritual of public penance where they would be paraded before the public and abused, wearing garments bearing their accused crimes. Then the authorities would proclaim
never committed
their guilt.
Crime. Bro, I'm saying they will literally just cut all your fingernails off, your pee off, and chickens. Don't forget the chickens. They will just start throwing chickens at you and put you in a bag.
Their innocence. For some, it would be innocence, as they would collapse in gratitude and relief. But for most, it would be guilty, and horrors awaited them. The punishment would typically begin with public whipping and torture, but it would only end one way. The convicted would be tied to a stake, kindling would be piled under them, and they would be lit afire and...
Oops, my fault. I was just so in disbelief that I freaking like unplugged something. Holy. Oh my gosh. Why? Y'all be so bored. Can we can we just, you use this creativity to solve world hunger? I'm telling you, bro, Mr. Beast would do wonders.
Burned to death while still alive. It was a horrifying way to die, but the only grace of mercy was that many passed out from the intense smoke before they burned to death.
Wow.
This execution technique is typically associated with witch burnings, but most of those killed by burning over the centuries, from the 15th to the 19th, were either religious minorities or critics of the...
Me personally, if I'm a witch, I'm not getting burned, bro. I'm about to avatar it. I'm about to throw it on you. Like, if you're a witch, you better use that power correctly and save yourself. Fly away. The frick?
Dogma and tactics of the Inquisition, and it stayed in Europe. Despite persistent rumors, no witches, accused or otherwise, were ever burned in Salem. Not all these punishments are famous, but this next one is no less disgusting. Number 6, Schwedentrunk. Ah, the Swedish drink. Sounds delicious. Maybe like a lingonberry soda. But for those who were being...
Like a lingonberry soda. That'd be pretty cool if I had a lingonberry soda.
being invaded by Swedish troops during the 30 Years' War in the 1600s, it was no laughing matter. This wasn't so much a traditional punishment as a method of torture and robbery used by ruthless soldiers, many of whom were out of supplies and intended to take them from the locals by any means necessary. It's a simple technique. Force your captives to drink as much as they possibly can, until they give you what you want. If you've ever tried to drink a whole gallon of water as a part of a dare, you know.
Yo, IRO cord is a W. Do you mean to say IRO cod? No. Stop it.
So this can get very unpleasant, very quickly, because your stomach can only handle so much. But this wasn't just drinking water. The Swedish troops would tie the person up and you...
Not cord. What is IRO cord? What the frick is that? I thought you meant like IRO cod, and you were like making like a school shooter joke. I was like, hey. But I can do IRO cod. Crazy.
Use a funnel to pour the liquid into the person's mouth, and the actual substance would be an unpleasant surprise.
Ooh, boiling hot water. No. Ooh. Are you crazy? Are you serious, bruv? Oi, brother, you're pissing me off, mate. Stop, oi. Bloody hell.
Sometimes it would be water, sometimes it would be boiling water, causing terrible internal burns. Sometimes it would just be disgusting, like urine or sewage, in addition to the possible poisoning or infection.
Poop water. Drinking on that poop water.
This could cause the person's stomach to stretch or burst from the massive amount of liquid. For the soldiers who wanted to add a little
munching on booty flakes.
Additional pain, they would then beat the victim's swollen stomach and even stab them with spears. It's no wonder that most of the victims in the path of this torture learned to just give the soldiers what they wanted and pray that would satisfy.
Is that a snake?
Now let's head across
I thought it was a
for
snake.
something that isn't as funny as it's...
Yo! Where did I see that on? Bro, I saw something. I think I scrolled. I don't think I liked it. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Frick. I'm see if I can find it. Hold on.
Sounds. Number 5, tarring and feathering. It almost sounds like a cartoon gag. The unfortunate convict gets a bucket of tar dumped on him, and now they're all sticky. And here come the feathers. They look like a giant chicken. But this isn't slapstick comedy. It's a feared...
Bro, I hate going on Twitter. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm over trying to find the thing, But when I typed it in, I just see a whole bunch of porn. Gay porn. Ah! Okay, here it is. I found it. I found it. I gotta let me like it. I did like it. Of course. Okay, hold on. Bro, I'll be getting scared, bro. I'll be seeing freaking balls in my face, bro. Golly. Even the titties be uncalled for. Bro, I'll be out in public like, yo, who liked this? I gotta unfollow. Whoever, like, no. Like, if you like Twitter porn, I'm unfollowing you. Like, no. Like, I don't want that popping up in my feed, bro. Please. Twitter no, bro. It literally be like, liked by this person. Get up. Nope. Unfollow. Where's it at? Where's my likes at? More. No. Okay. Boom. This likes. There we go. Hold on. I gotta check my likes myself. Hold on. Oh, wait. This was funny. Hold on. Bro, look. Why? Goofy ass fall, bro. Hold on. Where's it at? Here it is. Okay. Context. Medics pull 4-foot snake from woman's mouth after it slithered down while she was sleeping. Oh, reader. Oh my gosh. I need to go back to school. Just kidding. Not going. Look. I'm not looking. You look. How? Deep throat for real. Bro, she was asleep. Unconsensual deep throat. Why she put it in her mouth? Okay. Bro, she literally, she was sleeping and somehow it slithered down her throat. I don't know how that works, I don't know how that works. My fault, I just saw something. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that happens. Wonder how she woke up that morning. Bro, I don't know. Snakes know what's up, I guess. Have you watched The Outer Banks yet? Great question. I watched episode 1 and then I haven't got to watch the rest of the episode. I need to get back on that.
Fate for those who angered the mob in 18th century America. The tradition might have started much earlier. It was first referenced in an order by Richard I in 1189, but it didn't catch on until tensions started rising in the British colonies in North America. Angry rebels in the years before the Revolution would protest tax laws.
Quincy, there's no way you come in here and it's the first thing you say.
By kidnapping British officials or suspected informers, coating them in pitch tar and covering them with feathers to publicly humiliate them. It was considered a grave insult and good sport for the rebels. But the truth was actually much worse.
How old am I? Are you talking to me or are you talking to chat? Hey, chat, how old are y'all? Let's get a head count. How old are y'all? Me personally, I don't even have to say 30, 36 is 39 is insane. 17, 18, 17, two. You are 22. I'm not 22. You're 15? Heck no. 16. Okay. 18 in December. So you're around 14. Hey, you got school to go. Hey, back to class. Hey, teacher. Private information. He's secret FBI. Bro, me personally, I don't even have to say my age. You know what I mean? I could just. It's Liza's birthday today. Happy birthday, Liza. Yeah. Like, this is right there. Like, on, like, famous birthdays. Like, like, something slight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have to, like, you don't even have to get into it. It's probably have all these old pictures. Hold on. Old pictures. Oh my gosh. Old behind pictures, bro. Pushing 30 vid was fire. That was a random video you just brought up. Hey, I appreciate you. That's on the second channel. Bro, how many channels we got? We got like 4 channels. The main channel, second channel, plug channel, which all the stream clips, all the stream stuff goes there. And then the channel with my brother, Dubs. Big boy Dubs. Gazillion channel. Roblox channels.
How do you get the tar nice and sticky? You heat it up. Well,
the frick I just come back to.
This wasn't often.
Was the setup reveal? Soon.
In the case, often tar poured on the victims was boiling hot, and when it dried and came off, it would take pieces of burned skin with it. There's no report of anyone dying from being tarred and feathered. Many of the victims were left in agonizing pain and had permanent burn scars. The punishment became rarer after the Revolution, but it was hard to keep good torture down. The Mormon founder Joseph Smith was tarred and feathered by anti-Mormon radicals in 1832, and a German-American farmer named John Meintz was subject to the punishment in 1912. His crime? Not supporting war bond sales during World War I, and likely just being a German-American during wartime. This next one might be a bit of a catch-22. Number 4. Trial by ordeal. You've been accused.
I thought it said trial by orgy or something. I was about to say, hey, what we talking? I was gonna hear this one out.
Accused of a horrible crime, and the penalty is death. The good news is you can get out of it. You just have to do what? Trial by ordeal goes back to antiquity, when the most common form was trial by combat. This one was actually rather fair. You just go into the arena, fight a guy, and if you come out alive, you're free. Want to prove you're innocent of murder? Just commit this other murder. This would fall out of favor eventually, but elements of it persisted in the duels that became common in the West. But in other cases, the odds were stacked against you. These trials would often resemble torture, such as the accused being sentenced to trial by fire. In this one, the accused would simply have to walk barefoot over a field of hot coals or hold a red-hot iron. Sometimes the person simply had to accomplish the painful task, but more often they would be checked for signs of injury and only deemed to be innocent if they somehow managed to escape without.
Bro, you good, bro. All you think about is orgy, semen, blood, and stripper. Okay. Orgy is because I heard, I thought he was going to, I thought he said it. I heard something, so like that's a, you know, I thought he said that, so that's not my thing. It's not, you know. Semen blood, that was a misslip of words. Stripper, y'all was throwing money at me, so I was trying to act accordingly. Hey, if y'all want to throw some more hundreds at me, if y'all want to throw like 100 gifted subs at me, I'ma catch it. I remind I was gonna hit the Ice Spice, but you know, dirty minded, and I'm trying to fix it. Too much time. My mind got contaminated as a young kid with a lot of nasty stuff. I'm trying to fix it.
Of getting burned. The odds aren't looking great here, but one twist on the
Lap
trial
dance
by
for some
ordeal was
Benjamins.
particularly sadistic. When witches were accused and placed on trial, they often proclaimed their innocence. But how do you prove something that probably doesn't exist? Those who trialed the apparent witches had an idea. The accused witch would be tied up and submerged in water to drown. The idea was that the witch would be able to use supernatural powers to escape. So if she managed to escape, she was...
What was I saying? But how is this gonna work? It's like, oh, if she's a witch, she will escape. But if she dies, then she wasn't a witch. But then she's dead, so oh well. Huh.
Clearly a witch and would be put to death. So how would someone prove their innocence? Simple. Die. If the accused witch drowned, they were clearly innocent and would go to heaven, according to the dogma. Even when the accused wins, they lose. The next punishment has some accessories. Number 3, rat torture. How do you turn rats into man-eaters? The first reports come from Roman Catholic writers alleging torture in the Tower of London during the Elizabethan era. They claimed that as the tide rose and the River Thames rolled in, rats would climb into the prisoner's cell and viciously attack him. Some doubt this happened since rats typically don't attack humans unprovoked, but the reports might have encouraged some people. Because in the 16th century during the Dutch Revolt, someone did manage to weaponize the furry plague vectors. A pottery bowl filled with rats would be placed upside down on a prisoner's body, and hot coals would be placed on top of it. As the bowl heated up, the panicked rats would desperately gnaw at the prisoner's flesh to try to find refuge from the heat. Someone call PETA. It's grotesque and it works.
Someone call PETA, please.
Rat torture isn't a particularly common form of torture simply because it depended on living animals doing what you need them to do, but the fear that rats create made it an appealing option for particularly cruel dictators, and it made an appearance in military dictatorships in South America during the 20th century. Argentina in particular was infamous.
Cord equals discord. You're now saying this? Bro, it took you like, what, like 20 minutes to say? Like, I was like, what's cord? Discord. 20 minutes later. What do you mean IRL Discord, though? What do you mean IRL Discord? Interesting.
For using a retroscope to insert live rats into people and letting the creatures dig their way out. It's mostly a horrifying fact of the past, although in 2010, a man threatened his kidnap victim with rats to get him to grant his wife a divorce. This next torture is especially horrible because the victim does it to themselves. Number 2, Yubitsume. Japan's criminal scene is powerful.
Your IRL Discord. What? Wait, what are you talking about? My IRL Discord? By the way, ! Discord to join the Discord. Oh, and I need to show y'all this now before I forget. I have a new channel where you guys can suggest videos to watch on stream. Bro's drippy. He has gallery department. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's a real dripster. W. Okay, but on here, on reaction ideas, I might have to change the name to like live reacts or something. Cum pants. Wow. Allah, you gotta go. When will your next stream come? I don't know. I'm gonna be gone for the weekend, so probably Tuesday, or maybe I'll do one. Bro, hit though. I'll probably do one Tuesday or Monday when I get back. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, guys, if you want me to watch videos, hopefully, Manir, I don't know if you can send links, but maybe see if you can do something about that. Yeah, do something about that. Yeah, do something about that. My fault. WMod. Freaking yeah. See if you can send links in here for videos you want me to watch on stream. And we can watch it. We'll check it out. So yeah, just use this. Yeah. Oh yeah, and we gotta get emotes set up, bro. I promise you. I was like, right when I got the emotes like unlocked and everything, I was like, oh bet. Let me get it. Let me get it popping. It just never worked. It's like I uploaded it and then it was load. It was keep loading. I had fast Wi-Fi. I don't know why I was doing it, but hopefully it works now. I gotta try it again. But yeah, we gotta get emotes, and we gotta suggest some emotes to have in the chat. You better be in a Discord voice channel even more even, bruh. Y'all should be in the Discord chat. Like y'all should be conversing with yourselves for real, because this is a community. I'll pop in here and there, but like, if no one's in there, why should I pop in? You know what I mean? Y'all should be communicating with each other. Make friends. Come on. This is your fellow lawbreakers. Dap them up, shake them. Wait, what am I shaking?
And secretive, and agents that fall short of a task assigned by their boss often face severe punishment. But unlike the American gangsters who might find themselves wearing cement shoes, members of the Yakuza often face another penance, less deadly but bloodier. In order to atone for their offenses, they must sacrifice a piece of themselves, particularly a piece of their little finger. This is not only extremely painful, but is considered to weaken them because the little finger is key to maintaining the grip on the hilt of a sword.
Wow.
But that hasn't stopped it from being used for hundreds of years. The penitent Yakuza member begins by laying their hand on top of a clean cloth. They then use a particularly sharp knife, called a tanto, and slice off their little finger just above the top knuckle.
I'll
They
do
then
my
wrap
ear,
up
you're
the
crazy.
fingertip in a package and present it as an offering to the head of the crime syndicate.
Heck
Why
no.
would they want it? Tradition, because not only was this ritual used as a method of penance, but in the past it was used as a form of payment by gamblers who fell behind on their debts. The good
Y'all are so bored. Y'all are so bored. And who makes up these rules? Like, we got cut fingers and sacrifice it to the god. Why? But why? Can I keep my finger? I said I'm sorry. You don't have to cut my fingers off.
news is, if the agent screws up again, they can do the ritual again. The bad
He's naked. You see his butt?
news is,
Why
they're
falls
gonna
on
run
that?
out
My
of
fault.
fingers eventually. Finally, sometimes there's nothing more terrifying than nothing. Number 1. White torture. Solitary confinement is torture in itself. Stripping someone of
Why was bro looking? It was right in my face. What do you mean?
all their
I see booty. I'ma look. Oh, by the way, it's a great segue. But like, bro, great segue. Great. So it's not even a segue because we're almost done the video. We're not even finished the video. But do y'all like titties or booty more? Do you like tits or butt? Boobs or booty? Buttocks? Y'all saying booty? Stop saying face. No. Titties or booty? Come on. Fake titties better than fake booty. I never touched fake titties or fake booty, so I don't know. Belly button. Okay, see, no. We have two options here. Now, see, if you chose booty, you're 50% gay. Nothing wrong with it. Just saying, you're 50% gay because I could pull up a picture of James Charles. He might be caking. He might be caking, right? And if you don't know if it's James Charles, you just see the butt. You're gonna be like, yo, and then I zoom out and you're like, oh, it's James Charles, right? See, got you. But honestly, I don't think any guy could pull off titties like that unless they're like super fat. But at the same time, like you can tell the difference between fat nigga titties and titties. You're 50% gay too. I like titties. No, I'm not.
comforts in isolating them from any human contact. But usually, they at least have a sense of space that they can use to orient themselves. White torture strips them of even that by placing them in a cell of nothingness.
Feet. Okay, see, now you are a force that needs to be dealt with. Leave. I'll handle you later.
The prisoners deprived of color, giving them a cell where the
Kneecaps.
walls, floor, and ceiling are entirely white. Not only that, their clothing is also white, and any food given to them, usually plain rice or porridge, is white as well. Taking this to the extreme, the cell is equipped with bright neon tubes that prevent any shadows from falling on the cell. And the soundproof cell leaves them with nothing but their own mind. And that mind slowly starts going insane. An extreme form of sensory deprivation, this was reportedly used extensively in Iran against political dissidents, who could be held for months or even years in one of these cells. It also showed up in Venezuela, and international human rights groups even accused the United States of using it on a
Elbows, dick, sporting goods, dick sporting goods. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Whatever gets you hard, right? Hey, come on.
accused terrorists in Guantanamo Bay, using
Hey, we don't kink shame over here. If you like to get peed on and that turns you on, hey, do your thing. Just do it over there. Do it over there.
goggles and earmuffs to block out their senses. But in all these cases,
I mean, hey, yo, what, bro? I'm all inclusive. I'm all inclusive. Yo, yeah. You know, bro, I be getting comments like randomly out the blue. Like it'll be 99.9% positive comments. Then I get one comment like, oh my gosh, ooh, you're homophobic. Ooh, you can't make those type of jokes. Shut up. Oh my gosh, like, bro, bro. Why can't I make jokes? Like, and like, I don't understand. You know, like, you can make a joke and not be ill-intended. I know. I never have any ill intents for my jokes. I don't care, bro. I could care less what you do with your life. You know what I mean? I could care less. So like, why, bro? I don't understand, bro. Then people like come over here and just throwing weird vibes. The world got soft, but it's not even. Yes, it definitely got soft, but it's like, bro, you're the only person complaining. Like everyone else is laughing, and you're over here like, you have to be homophobic, bro. It's funny because I'll make like gay jokes. 50% people think I'm gay, or 50 other 50% think I hate gay people. How that work? How you think I'm gay or I hate gay people? you're just gay for real. Hey, get it how you live. You never know. Bro, stuff like that just, I don't know, bro. People think I'm gay, but I roll with it because it's funny. Hey, I guess. Bro, I still don't understand. That's right, they're mad. They made me mad, but at the same time, I think I am. Have you explored? What do you mean? All my friends think I'm gay. Are you? It's just weird. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't understand. Like people will pick one thing and then just get so mad about it. Why? Even my mom thinks I am. Okay, you might be gay then. Hey, son, hey, you're gay. Come out the closet. We all know. Y'all know. What is that emote? What is that emote? Bro, all I can say, I love everyone. I do not care what you do with your life. Stop spamming that emote. I ain't gay, but law is too fine. I'm a straight man. Again, I love me some titties. Of course. I be saying the same thing. But like, bro, please, like, just, bro, I can't deal with it. If anyone comes with me with that, like, ooh, you had, like, they try to push something onto me, like, I'm clearly not, bro. I literally just block them because I don't care enough to even like converse with you, because like you're probably a person that just stays on Twitter and just gets mad at anything. So you probably got mad at the M&Ms. You probably got mad because they changed the M&Ms or whatever. You're part of the problem. You are the problem.
The facilities are tightly guarded, meaning all anyone has to go on is the reports of the victims, and those are harrowing, with many claiming the extreme sleep deprivation left them unable to sleep even after they were freed, and haunted them for years afterward. What about the children? Watch Worst Punishments of Children Through History. If you want to know more about these horrible punishments, check out our Worst Punishments in History playlist.
They have a playlist? How many punishments they got? All right, buddy.